Welcome everyone! This morning we are taking a look at the FDick Premier Plus Eurasia Chef Knife. I received this knife about 2 weeks back and it quickly became one of my favorites. When it comes to things like slicing, chopping, this knife it's unparalleled. It just glides through food. In this video, I'm going to be covering 3 parts. First we're going to go over the specifications. Then we're going to talk about functionality and do a quick demo. And finally, we're going to talk about fit and finish. The weight of the knife, it's really light at just 208 grams. The knife has a full tang, as we can see on the back here. The handle is attached with 3 rivets in the classic style. There isn't a bolster, and the knife is made of high carbon, stain-resistant German steel. The metal has also been tempered to increase the hardness. Finally, the knife has a gratin edge, which makes it move through food a little bit more effortlessly. It reduces the friction. This knife, it combines elements of Japanese and Western knives. There's 2 differences you need to be aware of. First, the blade, as you can see, it's a lot straighter, which means it's not going to be as ideal for rocking. This knife is really built to chop downward through food, or slice. And second, the edge is much thinner. It's going to be difficult to see on camera, but this spot right above the bevel, I measured this, and it is about a half to a third of what you'd expect of a typical European chef knife. It makes this knife feel so much sharper. Moving on to functionality. Got an apple, and I'm going to make some apple chips over here, so I need to slice this apple really thin. You can see we're going to take off this top here, so we can get like these nice thin slices. You can get these very consistent. You saw, we were able to slice through the apple effortlessly. But this knife isn't just for lightweight tasks. The blade, it's nice, sturdy, it doesn't flex. It can handle tougher jobs. But it really shines for detailed work. Look at how thin it gets over here. You can make short work of onions, tomatoes, basically any prep work you throw at it. And the handle, it's really comfortable. Feels right at home in your hand. The diameter gets a little bit smaller here, so it gives you a nice sturdy grip. The one drawback is that with an edge this thin, sharpening is going to be way less forgiving. This should not be the first knife you sharpen. Practice on some other knives first, make sure you have your technique down. I'd recommend using a fine sharpening stone, 1000 grit or higher. If you use something like a coarse sharpening stone, it's going to take off way too much material off the edge, and you're going to ruin your profile. The balance on this knife is perfect. Look at this. The balancing point sits right here where the metal meets the handle, and it's already a really light item. So with such an excellent balance, it feels like you're holding a feather when you're working with it. It's incredible. Moving on to fit and finish. Out of the box, I didn't have to do any work here. If I run my finger along the top of the knife, all of this is smooth. The integration between the plastic and the metal on the handle, again, the transitions are very smooth. Same story with the rivets. Everything is very well polished. The one drawback I found in terms of fit and finish is the integration between the plastic and the metal over here. There's a small gap. It's going to be hard to see on camera. A small QA issue. But everything else is excellent. There's no chips, there's no scratches. The edge profile is done perfectly. When you look at it first, it's going to be hard to see. It's going to be hard to assess the angle. But I looked at it carefully, and it's 15 degrees on each side, which is spot on. Very well done. A lot of knife manufacturers don't get this right. And finally, the edge bevel. It's nice and consistent throughout the length of the blade and on both sides. Same width. Very well done. To sum things up, I am very impressed with this knife. It's already become one of my favorites, and slicing with it, chopping with it, it's a dream. If you're looking for a chef knife for those types of tasks, I strongly recommend it. On the other hand, if you're looking for a chef knife, a general purpose chef knife that you can use for rocking, that you can use for chopping through poultry, that's going to be a little bit more durable on the edge, then I suggest looking at the FDick 9-inch Premier, and I have that linked in the written description below. I hope this review was helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments section, and I will do my best to answer them.